Scene specialist here with Brent Cheney with Monday Motivation, personal branding. But first, you already know I gotta hit you with that joke. How does dry skin affect you at work? You don't have any elbow grease to put in it. So, Brent, talk to us today.
Yeah.
Personal branding.
Awesome. Well, we just actually wrapped up some talks here at the Profit Accelerator event that we're hosting here in our office. I gave a talk on how to leverage your personal brand. So I'm a big believer, and there's a big difference between your personal brand, your professional brand, but now more than ever, especially if you're a business owner, those two are intertwined. So to go over one of the things that I taught today and to share that with everybody on here, I'm a big believer that in order to create revenue in your business, you need to first create trust. That trust will then create relationships. The relationships will then create you the revenue. And so 4 different C's that I taught everybody today that they need to be able to utilize in order to help create trust are going to be consistency, content, competence, and your commitment, right? So the very first thing, and I'll run through these really quickly, but whenever it comes to consistency, everybody goes, oh, here he goes again. He's going to talk about you got to post 5 times a week on Instagram, or you need to at least post twice a day on Facebook. And that's not what I'm talking about at all. So whenever I say consistency, I mean, are you being consistent in your branding across multiple platforms? Whenever somebody sees your online presence, is that the exact same thing that they're getting when they walk in the door, they see you for the first time, they shake your hand and say, hey man, we want to do business with you. So that consistency between different platforms and also between your online presence and your in-person presence is going to help create trust. Also creating content, valuable content that's going to actually provide education to the people who you are trying to service. That is also going to create trust. Again, at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is get people to like, know, and trust us, and they're going to do business with us, right? We also have competence. So understanding how to provide information in a way that makes you the expert in that topic. So whether you're selling a product, a service, you want to understand how to actually be an expert in that field, and being able to share that competence is then going to build trust up with all of the people that you are surrounding yourself with. And lastly, and this is the thing that kind of like wraps it all together, is the commitment, right? And so it's staying committed to actually doing the tasks that you need to do, and always committing yourself to holding the promises that you make to your customers. And so whenever you're staying consistent, it's committing yourself to the consistency across the board. When somebody goes to your Facebook, your Instagram, your website, they read a blog post about you, are they seeing the same thing all across the board, right? Staying or creating the commitment to actually create content that is valuable to the people that you're trying to serve. And lastly, having a commitment to always having competence. That means that you're constantly going to have to grow. You're going to have to learn about whatever that subject is and become the subject matter expert on it. If you do all 4 of those, you're going to gain trust, which is going to help you create relationships, which is going to ultimately help you make more revenue for your business. So that's what we got today for personal branding.
Perfect. And as you can see, you got to remember those 4 C's in order to be the best you can be. And have a positive effect so you may empower generations.